This borehole,
Yes.
the tank, how many liters can it take?
I think it's 2,000 liters.
2,000 liters.
Yeah, about
4,000.
4,000 liters.
So is this this tank, the borehole here, is it mainly for this village Talto alone?
Yeah, it is planned for the proposed initiation was they have it for Talto, but after when it started, we feel Sarawasa is a closed village. There should be one head of tap that should go to Sarawasa. That is also part of the program. We came here, we discussed with the community, but that one has yet to start. But that is part of our plans.
Okay.
There will be a connection to Talto Sarawasa, so that they can also have clean drinking water.
Yeah, because that's why I'm worried they are complaining of the water flowing to the tap is not sufficient. And then
two of the panels had a problem.
Yes.
And that one will be changed as soon as the contractor is here.
Okay.
We will change those ones. Then they'll have correct water.
Okay.
That's the time we'll think of supplying Sarawasa.
Okay. Saying, Janiwo ni tanko na alka jobi min tol no.
Janin tanko na kolong sa janu pos. After na bohol pompo falan sa jana mi along ka dikile ka jota auto.
Tonko ni kolong ni ji di malum bam fo ji kuyo.
Yeah, jota. Jota because so time wala bembulu ko antala kuya ko la ko.
Antala konta kuya ko. Saying ale tanko su do ngalon ko aboda fang masakunda wala andu ere council ke yalone tanko men ka bo anda yala nawek fan ka ko control fa comme GC cinéma fo fintina butun ya ali yaji jiyoji nyaade no
kabri jiyo funtindi lu men ngalon ka jiyo soke abeta da fana adiata
bir watu juma la len jiyo soto no
kabri before sunkaro dal
sunkaro ko ñindum ale wati la soto jiyo kana ban fo alfan la ka wato di alfan na pour ka ji ko jiyo
plan pour ka wati din telephone la nin solo ta jiyo la wato but panelo ni be man tar correctly so do ken ko because ni jiyo ke je morning before dala ne after summer e suto before ba plan 10 o'clock or 12 jiyo bu ka sa ma fo ji ni solo kan da bag sa jiyo kana because muna ko stu panelo ni mo beta on ata kana normal ba sorona nga time di ala ko ko sin fanan febo yeah.
Okay. Jamal dumbe marlinga ko la
follow kay ma comme ni afo nyame ma hando ba parce que ma bon ni nga already abante foka pare kanslo ya honen telman telefon mbal la mo la mi ale be marla pompo la ko tatra nga be sang foka pare ko
no kita jori be kala la bam fodum albe
pour kam ka jojo donc bak la fi sabilillah because jio kana de makunda be ka jota jani wate
okay ba sa niatere fi sabilillah lo nim pompo tinyata o fonko tinyata
ko di so intervenna sa te diplôme sa te la jam kanslo be mbulu jam ko rolandi account be mbulu ni any problem
ka boni wolto okay better
fo ni namana nan ka ni pompo la nyam na pro ko da banque na bon
okay ite tulu
de
nano mane okay isa fo ni kolbe laare nyame ala ni
na jam kabringa do ko ken alhamdulillah do ko nyimbe ta bake yo bari intel nata ko ya ko kine soto je men kita panelo ni na jiyo soto kata wati jiyo bu kana to panel bi je ko tinyata le bu kata so ndapto mo na problème ani pompo ni ko
okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Travale. Here is a residential layout called Aluma. Aluma is a combination of two villages, Alonghare and Manekunda. Because if you look at the history, we will come this way. If you look at the history, Alonghare and Manekunda are the landowners of this area. So they were the people who allocate this land to the planning authority for them to put it into compounds and then give it to people. Because as you know, residential plot is a big problem in URA, especially Basse. So they feel they acquire this land from the community so that they can allocate it to civil servants, individuals, politicians, and so on. And the name comes Aluma. And it's about 200 plots which has been distributed among people, measuring 25 by 25. And what the council do here specifically is to provide electricity for those people who are going to live here, because we feel that we are service providers. They are taxpayers and they've put something in the council coffers. So we feel it's necessary to provide electricity here so that the congestion in Basse will be reduced. Once people are here, it will reduce congestion in Basse. And as we speak, we've already contacted NAVEC so that they can provide live cable to this side of Aluma.
You think, looking at this environment, especially the gravel of the land, the cartography, it would be comfortable for people to live here?
Of course, yes, Mr. Travale. Look at that building behind you. This in the past, he will move to this compound.
And this bush here?
It's a problem. My friend, you have to rent, as a civil servant, you want to rent a house in Basse for $2,000, $3,000. You have other family engagements. My friend, if you have your own compound, you start. Everywhere started as a bush. So, as we speak, people are coming.
How did you do the allocation?
Allocation, well, it's the plan authority that can give you details how allocations are done. But my role here is to give you what council
contributed.
That is to pay counterparts contribution to GAMWORKS to provide electricity. But the allocation procedure, that one can be given to you by the plan authority or the secretary of the plan authority.
Okay, that's fine. That building you are talking about, the house. So this guy is moving very soon.
It's one civil servant who was allocated and said he's going to build so that he can move here with the family. Because all what he's paying on rent is too much. So he feels developing here to move is economic for him. Yeah. But it's very expensive to be renting a house in Basse.
So I'm sure the role of they're going to be fiscal plan also going to play their role of how the structures of the settlement here, so when it comes to let's see, streets allocation, you know, of where the buildings will be built, constructed, so that there would be no congestion or there would be no difficulties of transport, vehicles passing through. There must be a space for vehicle to pass through, all those things, and also emergency access, emergency roads. Those things will be provided by the fiscal planning. Going to be proper setup of the structure.
Thank you, Mr. Tarawale. We are at Kobakunda Market. This is constructed by one company, but council pay counterpart contribution to GAMWORKS. Because as you all know, Basse is congested. So these are some of the plans so that congestion in Basse will be reduced. So this market is constructed in 2018-2019, and it has been handed over to council and it's handed over to community. When the old market got burned, some people started moving here. You could see tables. As we speak, it is in use. And you could see some of the materials that are ready for new shade, so that other people too can be using that shade to utilize here. As you know, Basse is growing very fast, and market is one of the major problems for Basse, for the community, especially Basse and surrounding. People all the way come from Sandu, Wuli, Tumana to come and sell in Basse. So that is why we constructed here, so that congestion can be reduced. And of course, it is in our mind for other markets like Mansajang, around Sambatako, Giroga, and of course for Alongare. So this one is completed and is handed over to the community. We have new plans for this site. We want to build other canteens so that shopkeepers can also come over. Yeah.
Will it have toilet facility?
It has. I'll show you the toilet facilities. If you go around, you'll find about 6 to 7 toilets that are already built for use.
Just the CEO of Basse Area Council, Ousman Touray, is going to speak about some of the activities that they are on and development projects that they are embarking on since he took over as a CEO. Can you tell me, CEO, actually, when did you come to the council?
Thank you very much, Mr. Babukar Tarawale. I came to this council in July 2019. And when I took over, my first place I visited was the market, and that is the toilet for that matter. When I visited the toilets, I found that all the toilets were closed because due to lack of sanitation and other related issues. So my first job was to clean those toilets and put a toilet attendant there. As soon as the toilet attendant was put there, the toilet became very clean and very accessible. And that toilet attendant, we were able to win her confidence, because what we did was, we told her that anybody entering the toilet should pay at least $3 is to you as the attendant. That one is different from what council is going to pay you. So when we did that for that lady became so excited to an extent that she always keep the toilet clean. The market was there as of now. We can do this interview right inside those toilets, because they were very through the files. I realized that there was a National Assembly Select Committee recommendation to rehabilitate one of the fish market inside the market there. So we went there, we rehabilitated everything to standard. We put all the, ceilings, paint everywhere, the windows, everything were fixed. The stalls, everything were fixed. So those were the first projects. So from there, the files, I realized that there is a a pending project that is supposed to be at Makamankunda. It was a toilet project for that matter. Eight toilets project for that matter. 4 for female and 4 for male. So, as soon as I realized that, and I realized that their funds are available, we embark on that. As we are speaking, those funds are completed. You can see when Mankunda, you'll see on your left-hand side, there is a small building there. There are 4 toilets there. Because around the other one, around the Alcalos home, there is another one there. Because we have realized that when the president comes to this particular place, access to sanitation facilities is always a problem due to the population there. So this is why that prompted area council to embark on that thing, to make sure that, because all those people going there are our taxpayers. We want to make sure that they realize the value for their money. Yeah, as we go around, because my style was in the office. As I'm speaking, I'm right in the field. I go around to see things for myself. So we move around. We realize that the footbridge between Basse and Kabakamba, the footbridge between Basse and Kabakamba was like, it's a no-go area. It's already dilapidated. No one can use it. So, it becomes a concern for me. So we embark on, as we are speaking now, because everybody can ride on that footbridge now. And then going through our strategic plan, we realized that in each of the wards, they have their interest areas. So we've realized that most of the wards, their problem, as we are speaking, is water and sanitation. So notwithstanding, as we collect little, then we sign a contract with one Jariga camera to build, to drill 7 boreholes in 7 districts. Our intention is to drill 14 boreholes in all the 14 wards. But to start with, we start with only 7 boreholes. And as we are speaking, all those ones are nearly completed. Those boreholes, they cost us $4 million. And all this money is not a grant, it's not subvention from government, it's all the money that we've collected from the taxpayers. As I have said before, anything that we collect, we make sure that it plows back to the taxpayers. Because we want the taxpayers to enjoy the value for their money. We want them to feel the tax they are paying. We want them to see the tax they are paying. We want them to enjoy. Area Council was the first area council to introduce that digital tax system. So when he realized that this college in Brikama have started doing that, we also envied them. We said, no, we'll be the second council to start this thing. And as we are speaking, if you ask those people, they will say, we have gone past beyond Brikama Area Council. And this digital tax system, is very efficient. and very effective way of collecting tax, because it includes monetary system. As I'm speaking, if I open my computer anywhere I am, if there is network, I can see my collectors. I can know how much they have collected that particular day, and I'll be able to know how much they've collected that particular week, and I'll be able to know how much they've collected for that particular month. So the digital tax system, in a way, has come to combat fraud, corruption, and even minimize the leakages. But that one also we have challenges. If I can come into that, like for you, Babuka, you are supposed to pay $10 because the ticket at the market is $10. But you compromise us, the collector. Tell them that I don't have $10, I have $5, but don't give me a ticket. So you can see you are still corrupting our people. Those are some of our challenges. But you see, all the businesses we registered, each business, the amount that you are going to pay is in the machine. That cannot be changed. If you cheat, you don't pay, the inspectors are coming. So in order to combat that, corruption agent, we have instituted a verification team. This verification team will go into the field to verify, look at the tickets, they give in shops, market, every yes, where's your receipt? If you show them your receipt, then they tick. If you said you have not paid, then they serve you a ticket and you pay. If you said you are not registered, they will register you and they will give you how much they will tell you how much you are going to pay, and you pay that and the life continues. So it's an efficient system. Yes.
That's good. Thank you very much. And finally, the market that you are trying to establish, the pawn market, and recently you've disbursed some money to the victims. How far is that?
Yeah, as we are speaking now, people are there, NDMA, Red Cross, and Basse Area Council staff. They are disposing money to the disaster victims at the area council. That one is a tripartite, institutions that are doing that disbursement. Okay. Area council, governor's office, and the Red Cross. NDMA is on the governor's office, and I'm a signatory to that account. We have about $4 million, and that $4 million was all distributed, and we have a balance of $1.4 million. And just yesterday we collected 1.2 million, and today this morning we collected 200,000 to be disbursed among all the beneficiaries.
How would you know? How would you know this one should get more or this one should get less among the beneficiaries?
What we did was, all those people who have stores, we give them a flat rate. All those who are spreading on the floor, we give them a flat rate. Okay. All those who have canteens, we give them a flat rate. Okay. Because otherwise, we started assessing them. But what really happened, somebody just came and tell us that his business was $10 million. And what we have collected is only $4 million. So this is why we said no. We have to go back and do our homework. So we went back and did our homework, and we say flat rate.
That's it.
Yes, so that was what we are doing. But Babuga, to my surprise, people are still coming today and said they were not aware that people are distributing money. Remember, since February. So it's very unrealistic.
Very unrealistic.
So I even ordered them to stop registration, because there is no money. The money is adjusted, and we have to tell them the truth.
There is somewhere, there's something is going somewhere.
Something is going. People who sell in pancake or banana, they will tell you their items got burned in the market. Will you believe that? Will you believe that? No.
It's really. Thank you very much. All the best. We'll make sure that we sensitize the people what actually you are people doing.
Yes, we want you people to come on board and help us to collect our areas.
Yes.
Talk to the people, tell them to let them pay their tax.
Okay.
If they pay their tax, they can help area council live.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
But I think there is a forum.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell Chairman Basse Area Council. Unless or otherwise you don't want to be part of those forums.
Oh, yeah,
that forum is talking about area council.
Okay.
Maybe Chairman.
That's the chairman of the Basse Area Council. He's also going to give us his message about the current year and what he's expecting the coming year, especially in regards to some of the development projects that has been taking place and the one they are embarking on.
Thank you very much, Mr. Touray, for that interview, or for this interview. Well, first of all, as you rightly know, I came into power in May 2017. Power in May 2017. When I came to power as the chairperson of Basse Area Council, I found numerous challenges at the council because we found out that we came and found out there was nothing in the coffers. So starting with projects was a very big problem. But thank God, when we just started, government pays our subvention, not our subvention, but our car park use that they usually pay us every year was paid to us. So when they paid to us, the first thing that we started to do was to offset our liability with Trust Bank. From there, then we started paying our contribution to GAM works. It's about 7 projects that we paid contribution towards GAM, which amounted over $4 million for that year. That was 2017. Then when that year elapsed, that was 2017. When it elapsed, 2018 comes in, I started with projects. I started with projects like I completed a bridge in Gunjur, Chamoy, a road, feeder road, 6-kilometer feeder road from Sarajule to Dingiri in Tumanna. And the wards also have contributed a lot because almost all the wards have their own accounts, so they all do their works at their own expense, at their own ward level. Because as you rightly know, Basse Area Council is the only council that collects the 60% development fund and deposit it into the accounts of the various wards. So those 60% don't pay their rates, we cannot develop, because this is where we also depend. Government is not forthcoming with their subventions as expected. Had it been a government who was coming up with their subvention and the development budget of 25%, I am 100% so I will try to reform Basse and bring it as the second capital that people are saying. Yes.
Let's talk about electricity. Is there any plans, or do you have anything that you also talking about when it comes to electricity? Because it's a concern when you look at the streets, some of the streets, but let's say in general we don't have electricity.
Yeah, in electricity we have plans, and we are already on plans because we have done the electrification of the Aluma layout. That one is already completed. It's over 4 million plus that we spent on that place. It's a counterpart contribution with GAMWorks, but we've done that place. And not only that one, presently we want to go into contract, we get into contract with Dabanani to electrify the layout and the Las Palmas area, which is almost costing about 1.5 million or 1.6 million dollars. That's all going to be borne by the council. And the street light also, the councillors, we always tell them that they have their funds at their level, that's the ward development accounts. Expenditures like replacing bulbs at their various wards should be their responsibility to take it from their ward accounts and repair those ones.
I know COVID-19 has given you some constraints. Can you shed light on that too?
Yes, not only COVID-19, but the Inferno at Basse Market has given us a lot of constraints. Because if you see, let's say for COVID-19, the Lumos are not operating now. We have only one central market, that's the Basse Central Market. That's the only way we depend. Though it is burned down, but still now you have some people who are selling around that area, so they are paying us. But the Lumos are not operating, and those are some of the areas that council get their revenue. But if all those places are locked now, they are not operating, council's source of revenue is totally strapped down, which is definitely affecting the council as at this time.
How much do you use to collect a day?
Well, at the market we used to collect almost, when things are changed, because we keep on changing, when things keep on changing a day, we collect at the market almost about $10,000 a day, and Lumos, each Lumos, at least we used to collect 7,000, 8,000 a day. Yes.
What's your final message?
Well, my final message to the taxpayers of URL and the Gambia at large is, people have to change. We have to change our habit. We are here to develop. We are here to work for our communities. I always emphasize this. I am here. You people elected me to work for you. Whatever you want is what I want. And development that I promise, and I'm 100% sure if I have the revenue, if I have the source, I will surely do the development for you people. But what I still appeal to you people is for you to continue paying your rates and taxes, because this is where we can also do development. If you don't have, if rates and taxes are not being paid, we can't do any development. It's going to be a problem for us. And remember, Basse has started something. Basse Area Council has started something where, other than KMC and BAN, you will not find it anywhere. We have street cleaners here. This is the first time Basse Area Council is doing so. If you come to the highway, you'll find every time the highway is always clean, because we employ people who are doing cleaning the streets both day and night.